Hey guys, gonna run another iron discrimination test here, see if we can find a desirable in between some rusty nails. Using the Simplex, have it on Park 1. Sensitivity is just a couple down from the top. Obviously, I'm just adjusting it because I'm in my garage here doing the air test. But maybe let's start with, this is a quarter in the middle of two nails, 2.5 inches apart from each nail. See the orientation of the one on the right laying down, and this one is about 1.5 inches above the quarter. So let's check it out. We'll swing it in both directions. Excuse me, and let's see what the Simplex does. Well, you can see it did hit in both directions. It didn't really show a good VDI in this direction that we're standing in right now, but it did give you a chirp, right? So maybe we'll demonstrate a swing if we're walking by. Will it be sort of enough to make you stop and check? Well, so for me, when I'm hunting rusty areas, I may stop with that little chirp and then sort of go around like I just did. Probably a lot of people would just go right by it, though, to be honest. It's a challenging test, right? You got one nail not in the same plane as the quarter, so maybe let me drop that one nail down and we'll take a look at how it does. Well, I hit it nice in this direction, right? But it was pretty much completely gone in this direction. So let's now reorient the nails a different way. Try it again. Yeah, so that was no problem. Both directions, it hit on it. It hit on it and showed a decent VDI. Obviously, the VDI was down average, right? Because a quarter is usually around 90. And it was pulling it down in one direction in the 60s and then in the 70s in the other direction. Let's just take the quarter out to see if there's any falsing from the nails contributing. Oh, no falsing, right? So it definitely was able to pick that quarter out. Quarter's a decent sized target. Maybe I can find a dime. That's a clad dime, right? Let's give that a go. Now you can see it really down average, right? The dime in this direction was in the 20s, which is about a nickel number. And it was, I think it was in the 40s, right, on this direction. I think usually a dime is in the high 70s, maybe low 80s if I remember correctly. But it is able, depending on the orientation, to pick out the target. It does struggle with iron that is vertical with the coin in the same plane, and also if there is one of the iron targets is elevated above the desirable, it struggles there too. But single frequency machine, it's fairly cheap. I do have the Deltec coil right on the wall right there. Sorry, DTEC coil. It's a big one. I think that one's 15-inch coil, round. It's heavy, but you do get really good depth with that big coil. It wears on you swinging that thing in the field for a while. But overall, pretty happy with the Simplex. It's a nice entry level single frequency machine. You can swap out coils. I think they make a small coil for the Simplex too, smaller than the standard 11-inch coil. So overall, decent machine. Wireless headsets right out of the box, so that's also a benefit. Rechargeable internal battery, so you're not replacing batteries as well, which depending on the person could be a good or a bad thing. If you're out metal detecting for a couple days and you don't really have access to a USB, maybe a machine that has replaceable batteries is more desired. But pretty happy with this machine. Ergonomics is good. I like the Nokta Makro ergonomics. So yeah, Simplex does fairly good for single frequency. It can be a little noisy in the wet sand. You got to turn your sensitivity way down on the beach, but overall, pretty good detector. Pretty happy with it. All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Sorry about a couple of the camera goof ups. I was trying to switch hands with it here. If you have any comments, questions, let me know. Thanks.